Hello everybody, I'm Cataclysm, and today's video is going to be a start of a new series on my channel titled Battlefield History. Now, Battlefield History is going to be a series of videos where I revisit famous weapons used throughout Battlefield games, as well as their significance to world history. So I hope you enjoy the video. This is Battlefield History, Episode 1, the Famas. The Famas was among the first French bullpup rifles that began development between 1946 and 1950. Being later used by the French Army in the Vietnam War in the late 60s, it was then adopted as a service rifle of the French Army in 1978. However, the Famas has been a member of the Battlefield family for quite some time. It was first featured in Battlefield 2 in the Euro Force Booster Pack, and it was a default rifle issued to the European Forces Medikit. In Battlefield 2, the Famas had a damage output of 35, which multiplied by the head was 3.0 times, 1.0 times torso, and 0.66 times armored torso, 0.7 times limbs with a magazine size of 30 rounds as well as 5 starting magazines. It had a reload time of 4.5 seconds and a 900 RPM rate of fire, which amounted to 0.1 to 0.6 hip recoil and 0.8 when zoomed. There was an 0.28 spread when zoomed, 0.35 minimized, 0.525 standing, 0.55 crouching, and a spread increase every 2 bullets fired. It was capable of firing fully automatic as well as 3-round bursts. And in Battlefield Play for Free, the Famas is a purchasable weapon for the assault kit. Its damage amounted to 18 to 27 range with a multiplier of 2.1 damage output to the head. The magazine could carry 26 rounds with a reload time of 4.75 seconds. Its rate of fire was 1200 RPM with a bullet velocity of 575, and it could reach a max range of 230 meters. Its recoil amounted to up/max being 1.5, return/limit being 1, left/right random being 0.21 to 1.2, with recoil force on ADS up the recoil/up max 0.65, return and min 0.43, and left and right random 0.09 to negative 0.50. When zoomed, it would spread at 1 shot 0.62 degrees, at 3 shots 1.22 degrees, and 8 shots 2.22 degrees. When unzoomed, 1 shot would spread up 1.27 degrees, 3 shots 1.87 degrees, and at 1 shot was 0.9 seconds, 3 shots 0.27 seconds, and 10 shots 0.58 seconds. The base value of the inaccuracy movement modifier was at 0.8, while walking 0.16, and while crouching 0.08. It was only fully automatic and was used by the United States Marine Corps as well as the Russian ground forces. In DICE's popular next installment, Battlefield 3, the Famas comes along in the Battlefield 3 Back to Karkan expansion pack. It was unlockable through the Best Friend Forever assignment. It had a damage of 18.4 to 25 with a suppression of 7.09. Its magazine size was 26 rounds with 5.56 times 45mm ammunition. Its starting ammunition was 104 plus 26 rounds, with max being 182 plus 26 rounds, with a reload time of 3.05 seconds when loaded and 3.9 seconds when empty. It had a 1000 RPM rate of fire with a velocity of 630 meters per second and a max range of 945 meters. It had a first shot recoil multiplier of 2.6 times with an upwards 0.35 recoil, 0.35 left, and 0.55 right. Recoil decrease was at 18.0 per second. Shot spread when zoomed was at 0.4 static and 1.0 moving. And spread when unzoomed and standing was 2.5 static, 3.5 moving. Then crouching was at 2.0 static, 2.05 moving. And prone 1.5 static, 2.5 moving. The spread would increase per bullet at 0.1 and would decrease per second at 5.0. It could fire full auto, 3-round burst, and semi-auto, and was used by the United States Marine Corps and the Russian ground forces. In the latest game, Battlefield 4, the Famas is unlockable by completing the bronze assignment in Shanghai in the campaign, and in multiplayer it's unlocked by progression. In Battlefield 4, The damage output ranges from 18 to 25 with a magazine size of 26 and 5.56 times 45 ammunition, and its main ammunition is 104 plus 26 with a reload time of 3.05 seconds when loaded and 3.9 seconds when empty. Its rate of fire was 1000 RPM with a velocity of 630 meters per second and 330 meters per second with a max range of 945 meters. First shot recoil multiplied by 2 times 5 with 0.4 recoil up, 0.4 left, and 0.6 right. Recoil would decrease per second at 18 spread when zoomed was 0.5 static and 0.8 moving, and we use spread increase per bullet was 0.13. The spread would decrease per second at 15 with fire modes of full auto, burst, and semi-auto. Out of every Battlefield game, the Famas has been the highest rate of fire assault rifle in its class in all of its appearances. As far as the real conflicts, the Famas has been used in the 1982 Lebanon War, Shadi and Libyan conflict, Gulf War, Bosnian War, Afghanistan War, Operation Serval, and the Syrian Civil War. The original Famas was called the FAMAS Type 62, and it had a bayonet attached to the barrel. However, the original was not suitable for any bulletproof design, and none were adopted. General Marcel Bigard of the French Army visited the manufacturer d'Armes de Saint-Étienne and was shown different prototype weapons, in which he chose the Famas. During the late 1980s, Century Arms imported a very small number of semi-automatic Famases into the United States. Due to the poor sales of production, imports stopped, and the Famases that did exist in the U.S. are not only extremely rare, but cost about $8,000 with no spare parts available on the market. Out of the 15 countries that use the Famas, the United States is currently not one of them. The Famas today comes in many different models, including the Famas F1, Famas G2, and the Famas that's actually in Battlefield right now is the Famas Felon. Alright, that's going to wrap up for today's video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, and in the comment section, let me know which gun you would like to see in the next Battlefield history video. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. See you later.